YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist, much more than a home heating provider. By Beltates, a full-service building materials store with 10 locations within New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Stop by any location or shop online at beltates.com. By North Cape Design Build, who for over 40 years have crafted beautiful custom homes in the Lake Sunapee area of New Hampshire. La Valley Building Supply, with 13 locations and celebrating over 60 years serving you with quality products and friendly service. By Bubba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Bubba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Barton Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. Village Pizza in Newport, coming into the 21st century with new point-of-sale system, digital menu, online ordering, DoorDash delivery, and big screen TVs. And Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine Town regions.
And running back, a junior, number 44, Oscar Gold.
Good evening, football fans, and thank you for tuning in to the YCN Game of the Week. My name is Drew Dumont, and I'm looking forward to calling the game for you this evening. Tonight is senior night and the final home game of the season for the Kearsarge Cougars. They currently sit at 1-4 on the outside of the playoff picture. However, a win tonight would launch them back into contention for a lower seed in the Division III playoffs. Across the field on the other sideline stand the Lebanon Raiders. Similarly, they only have one win this far in the season. Each win for both teams was against Fall Mountain. However, a win tonight would also put them in right in position to snag a playoff spot entering the final weeks of the season. So with a chance to get back into playoff contention for both teams, tonight is a must-win. So who will prevail? You'll have to continue watching to find out. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Please stay with us.
NCTV programs are underwritten in part by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oil, Propane, and Motor Fuels, with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning. Their friendly, highly trained, and certified staff is available to assist you throughout the process. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Beltates Building Product Specialist. Whether you're a first-time homeowner, making updates, or a seasoned building contractor, Beltates' knowledgeable and friendly team can assist you in finding the perfect products for your project. They have the services and materials to help any size endeavor. Beltates will bring your ideas to life with their expertise. North Cape Design Build, for building a custom home from the ground up, a stunning waterfront property overlooking Lake Sunapee or Pleasant Lake, or the fabulous remodel you've been planning for a decade. North Cape Design Build can help your dreams become a reality. High-end custom craftsmanship, discerning contractors, beautifully executed designs. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer in New London since 1997. And much further back as the Country Press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. Jen and Troy invite you to visit Village Pizza in Newport. They're coming into the 21st century with a new point-of-sale system, digital menu, online ordering, DoorDash delivery, and big screen TVs. It's a community gathering place, whether it's after the game, a performance at the Opera House, or just a date night. Come in for quality food and for the kids, board games, books, and coloring. Village Pizza brings the good old days back into their modernized and fun restaurant. Follow them on Facebook, or better yet, visit them at 7 South Main Street in Newport. La Valley Building Supply, serving homeowners and contractors since 1962. Whether you're an experienced builder or simply a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at La Valley Building Supply. Barton Insurance Agency provides local access to all your business and personal insurance needs, from auto, home, life, to business liability and related needs. Experience the hometown difference of Barton Insurance Agency. Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor for great land fare, seafood, sandwiches, and Bubba's award-winning seafood chowder. You won't be disappointed. They're having a lot of fun at Bubba's Bar and Grill. The Innertown Record, your weekly hometown newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine region of New Hampshire. Online and in print, the Innertown Record. Main Street Bookends in Warner, an independent bookstore providing books, toys, games, cards, and gifts. With a gallery showcasing local arts and artists, Main Street Bookends in Warner. Thank all our underwriters for making your local programming possible on NCTV.
Kearsarge.
Welcome back, fans. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. This is Drew Dumont. I'm excited to be calling this game for you tonight. It's the Kearsarge Cougars up against the Lebanon Raiders. Kearsarge to kick it away. That's Corey Fleury, one of the seniors, booting it away for Kearsarge. Now Lebanon trying to make some progress with it. Feel it around the 20, getting up to the 30. Out of bounds. Ooh, a little bit of a fight there. I thought he was initially out, but no. So he's going to be marked out around the 45. Pretty good yardage there. So looking forward to calling this game for you tonight. Both teams haven't had the best season so far, but tonight's a critical opportunity for both of them to get back into position to maybe make a run here at the playoffs.
Ball's on their own 47-yard line.
That was Jordan Fidley taking the carry all the way up there on the kick return. So the Raiders offense will get to work in some decent field position, starting out with it with the ball around the 47. Here's the snap. Finds his man on the left side. Held on to it for a second, maybe not long enough, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 here. They're going to rule that an incompletion. Patrick O'Neill attempting to make the pass.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
So, unable to convert there on the first attempt, but fortunately they still have more to come. Raiders in decent field position. They've had one win this year against Fall Mountain. Same story goes for the Cougars. Only win of the year coming against Fall Mountain. Both teams with some good competitive battles against some Division III rivals, but this is a big game tonight. Rush is good past the 50, so going to get on the other side there. That was Ryan Lundrigen, excuse me. Sophomore. Makes progress there. Excuse me, he's a junior.
Ball spotted on the 47-yard line of Kearsarge.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down. About 3rd and 4.
3rd and 2 for the Raiders.
O'Neill keeps it himself, running along the left side. He's going to have enough to pick up a 1st down for the Raiders. Ball's going to be spotted around the 41-yard line, but he's showing off the wheels early tonight. Gets the job done and converts on the first 3rd down conversion thus far. Raiders now in enemy territory, but don't underestimate the Cougars' defense.
The ball's on the Kearsarge 41-yard line.
Here's the snap. O'Neill tosses it over there to the right side. Makes a little bit of progress. It's going to bring up 2nd down. That was Ben Dorenzo. Motion there on the jet sweep. Aiden Ruckman making the tackle there for the Cougars. O'Neill pitches it to the left side this time. He's going to have a lot of room to run. Gets it beyond the 30, dives towards the 20. He's going to have enough for the first down and then some.
It's enough for another first down for the Raiders.
Ludridgen showing it his speed off and getting some crucial yardage for the Raiders as they are now set up in the red zone.
First and 10 for the Raiders on Kearsarge's 21-yard line.
Big element for both teams is they haven't really gotten in front of most games, so scoring early is big, as Lebanon is attempting to do that here. Another pitch to the side, getting very close, down to about the 2-yard line. Really good rush from the Raiders.
7, Gavin Gilson with the ball. Correction, that was number 3.
That's Jordan Fidley. Fidley, it's his second rush of the night. I guess you could kind of say that's a reception, but either way, basically a run.
First and goal for the Raiders. Ball's on the Kearsarge 2-yard line.
The ball spotted at the 2. The Raiders are set up in very good position to take command of this game super early. Here's a handoff to the left side, running towards the goal line. I think he's going to be marked short. The pile of the Cougars defense forming there will keep him out of the red zone, out of the end zone. Ludridgen almost had the first points of the game. They'll have to wait at least one more down. Cougars not going to make it easy. As you get closer to the goal line, you also have less room to run for your offense, so the defense has less square area to cover. O'Neill trying to keep it himself, run it into the end zone. Does he have it? Let's see. Waiting the signal for the referee. It's going to be short, but very close. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal.
That'll bring up 3rd down.
Like I said, this Cougars defense is not going to make it easy on you. O'Neill pitches it over the side, and it's recovered by the Cougars. Trying to lateral it, and Kearsarge will regain possession after the Raiders coughed it up there. Very close to a touchdown, but the Cougars, good awareness there.
Kearsarge's 9-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
They're able to get it back, and they'll have their first possession of the game. Zach Phillids there. The sophomore linebacker getting the recovery for the Cougars. Will Spanos under center. He's been playing quarterback ever since Caleb Naughton went down. First play is a rush. That's going to not do much. Jack Sikoria, also another senior here on this Cougar squad. They're going to have a lot of players to replace going into next season.
No gain in the play. It'll make it 2nd and 10.
All seniors were honored prior to the game. They even did the nice gesture of shouting out all of the seniors from Lebanon. Very classy. Spanos looking for a big play to get out of some uncomfortable territory. And we're going to have a flag before the snap. It's going to back up the Cougars even more. Going to be another replay of 2nd down. Spanos now Have to be cautious. He's going to try and run around the right side. Tough angle there. It's going to bring up third down. Cougars very far backed up. Not an easy situation.
Third down for the Cougars.
Another handoff. Bring it forward. Out to the 10. It's going to be a little bit of a gain, but still going to be well short of the first down marker. So that's going to bring up fourth and about maybe 7 or 8. So the Cougars very likely to send on the punt unit. That's the way it looks right now. There's another look at it for you on the replay. Snapped over his head behind the end zone, and that's going to be a safety. So the Raiders are going to lead this game 2-0. Tough break for the Cougars. They got an advantage earlier on, but just couldn't quite execute that time. It's over the head of Lebanon. So now the Cougars are going to have to kick it away. But the Raiders already with a 2-0 advantage. Although they'd like to be in the driver's seat by 7 or more. Still, only 2-0, super early in this one. One of our underwriters today is Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newbury Harbor, with over 17 years of providing hungry patrons with high-quality food and super friendly service.
Fleury will kick for Kearsarge.
It's going to be Corey Fleury to boot it away for the Cougars.
Finley and Lundgren are deep for Lebanon.
Boots it away. Finley there. Grabs it at about the 34. Is going to bring it forward on the other side of the 50. Finally out of bounds around the 45-yard line. So the Raiders really, really good position to start this drive. Got to give credit to the blocking as well as the speed that he utilized. Setting them up with a good way to start their second drive. Neither team able to score on their opening drive.
Ball's on the Kearsarge 43-yard line.
Safety there on that punt attempt. Puts the Raiders in the driver's seat 2-0. Still plenty of time to play, but the opportunity to put the ball in the end zone here with the Raiders would put them up by multiple scores, actually. O'Neal nearly intercepted. Have to be cautious there.
O'Neal's pass attempt is not
wow.
Cameron Brand.
Fantastic awareness from Cameron Brand. Nearly intercepted, and that would have been taken to the house. Make no mistake about it. Wow, just right through his hands when you look at the replay. If that had happened, that would have probably been the craziest play we've seen thus far this fall here on YCN. Week 6 now. Here in the month of October. It's crazy how quickly these seasons progress, especially in the fall. O'Neal tries to throw it to the left side. It's swatted away, so that's going to bring up 3rd and long here for the Raiders.
Pass is tipped to the line of scrimmage. Incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Here's another look at that. Zach Phillips is able to get a hand on it. So I gotta imagine that O'Neal's probably gonna look to the air here on 3rd down. Here's the carry. Staying corrected. They're going to keep it on the ground, and they're going to pick up the first down. Finley there, able to make enough progress for the Raiders.
Jordan Finley with the ball.
First and 10 coming up.
Not for a Raider first down.
See the just blocking there on the side. They convinced, I think, Cougars that they were going to try the right side with a pass and do the exact opposite instead. Try the left side with the run, and it works out. So O'Neill and company set up with a really good field position with a 2-0 cushion here in the first quarter. Another rush here along the left side, able to get him down around the first down marker. We'll see if he had enough or not. See if they're going to be first and 10 or second and very short coming up. They're going to rule it a first down.
That's enough for a Raider first down.
Ryan Ludrigan, he's had some good rushes here tonight. Still very early though.
First and 10 for the Raiders from the Kearsarge 21-yard line.
Pitches it on the right side, rushing forward. He's got blockers. He's got himself down to about the 9-yard line. Ben Dorenzo.
That was Ben Dorenzo with the ball.
Old reliable tight end here for the Raiders offense. Lining up in the backfield.
First and goal for the Raiders from the Kearsarge 9-yard line.
Now this is where the Raiders and a lot of other teams have had some struggle there this season. Is getting closer and closer to the goal line. You have less square area to work with, so defenders have less room to cover. Get more challenging on the offense. O'Neill keeps it himself. He's going to have some progress there. Gets a little bit of a push from his team down around the 4-yard line.
Patrick O'Neill with the ball.
He's going to bring up second and goal. Raiders now threatening. Put the first touchdown of the game up on the board. Cougars defense still just got to stand strong and keep getting stops, because you never know what can happen. Fumbled on the last drive on the attempted pitch to the side. Made all the difference. Fidley trying to keep it himself. Lined up under center. We have a flag, though, on the field. It would be third down.
We got a flag on the play.
But let's see what the officials have to say. It's going to be a face mask penalty against the Cougars. So instead of burning that down, we're just going to have a repeat of second down, the ball being spotted closer to the goal line. So key opportunity here for the Raiders to get into the end zone for the first time tonight in the contest. This is a must-win for both teams, so it's going to be interesting to see how it progresses over the trajectory and how the scoring might change. O'Neill wrapped up by a whole pile of Cougars defenders. What did I tell you, folks? Not going to make it easy on you. Third down coming up.
Patrick O'Neill with the keeper.
Cougars seem to have a lot of belief in their defense, that's for sure.
Looks like the ball's in the 3-yard line.
Be curious to see if they get another stop here on third down, if the Raiders would be happy with a field goal or if they'd keep their offense on the field. Cougars defense not making it easy. O'Neill under pressure, throws it for the end zone. We're not going to answer that because it's going to be a touchdown for the Raiders. Giovanni Colin, but we have some shoving on the field, lots of flags. Hold on, folks. I think it's going to be a touchdown, but maybe a penalty after the fact.
O'Neill's pass was complete to the end zone. There is a penalty on the play.
Let's see. I want to get you the official award. My suspicion is that the touchdown's going to stand, but there might be a penalty enforced after the fact. It could be offsetting penalties. I don't know. It's possible that there was maybe a hold that we didn't see from up here, that we didn't have the angle on. So touchdown could come off the board. Really don't know. I think it's going to be a touchdown, but we'll see. Yep, it's going to be a touchdown. So the touchdown will stand. We have 2 dead ball fouls with 1 on each team. Wish he had a microphone so we could hear him better up here.
Personal fouls on each team, so they offset each other.
So Raiders in the driver's seat, 8-0. Looks like they're going to bring on their squad for the point after attempt. Oh no, excuse me. Now it appears that they're in formation to go for 2. Trying to jump in front, 10-0. Pitch to the left side, runs into the end zone. That's Jordan Findley
on
the 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion for
so the Raiders in front, 10-0. But we've only seen the Cougars offense 1 time. A rough break on a snap. Set them back and gave up a safety, so they'll have a chance to do it again here on offense and could totally change the momentum of this game. We've seen that so many times before, still very early into this one. HR Clough Kearsarge Heating has full service offerings of all types of energy systems as well as air conditioning and water conditionings, and their MediPause pet wash and auto bath car wash. Today's game coverage is supported by New London Primary Care. With their diverse team of primary care providers, you're the primary focus. To schedule an appointment or learn more about our expanded team of primary care providers, visit newlondonhospital.org. So the Raiders to boot it away now. Aiden Ruckman trying to work his way upfield for the Cougars. He's at the 50. He's got the block. He's running to the 30, to the 20. Finally out of bounds around the 12-yard line. So now the Cougars, in the blink of an eye, are set up very, very good position to make this game a lot tighter. What did I tell you, folks? It can change just like that. What a return there. Great awareness from Ruckman. Got to give credit to his blockers as well. But the blazing speed of Aiden Ruckman, always very difficult for teams to counter. Ball officially spotted around the 14. So Will Spanos leading the offense. Let's see if they can get to work now. Coach Jensen's got to be very pleased with this return from Ruckman. Looks like we're going to have a penalty, though. It's going to go against the Raiders, so the Cougars are going to be even closer. Ball's going to be spotted now around the 7 or the 8.
First and goal for the Cougars on the Lebanon 8-yard line.
Bubba says it's at the 8. I'm going to take his word for it. Spanos under center, 8 yards to go. See if they can get this thing a lot closer. The safety would give them the chance to knot it up. If they didn't have that go against them, but still making it very close after some bad momentum. Let's see if they can get some progress here. Going to be wrapped up very quickly on that time. Second down coming up here.
Jack Sikoria with the ball.
Jack Sikoria,
no gain on the
one
play.
of the key backs here for the Cougars. It's not just a running back. I'd say he's one of those guys who's just a football player, and you can put him in a lot of different positions and see how he does, because he's a really good athlete. You could say the same of Spanos, who was initially a starting wide receiver, now quarterback. Since the absence of Caleb Naughton, Aiden Ruckman, dynamic on offense. He can do it all. Throw over to that right side. He's going to be wrapped up. 3rd and goal here to go.
Spanos pass to
That's Griffin Dixon, another senior. So 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
See if the Cougars can do something. They would hate to come up empty-handed or just a field goal here. They want to get the ball in the back of the end zone. Conclude this drive. I suspect that if they get in close enough situation, Coach Jensen will let the offense stay out on the field. Sikoria there on the carry. He's going to be wrapped up by the Raiders defense.
With the ball, no gain on the play. He caught in the backfield.
Now it's
4th down.
Not exactly super close. It's about 10 yards out. But to give credit to Benjamin Jarvis. They're the defensive end for the Raiders making the tackle. So the Cougars are going to send on the field goal unit, it appears. Corey Fleury, also his senior night. Under a minute to go in the opening quarter.
Number 77, Corey Fleury, will attempt the field goal.
It's a fake. Ruckman's going to take it himself, and he's going to be tackled there. So the Cougars are going to come up empty-handed there on that drive. They were set up really good. Aiden Ruckman got them into the position they were in. They opted for the fake.
10 for the Raiders from their own 17-yard line.
Great speed, but just not able to execute that time because he didn't really have the blocking. Raiders didn't fall for it. And they'll take over with 34 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Timeout's going to be called for. Cougars wanting to reset things.
Timeout on the field. Timeout charge to Kearsarge.
Either way, the clock was paused, so that was not the issue, and I don't think it would really matter here in the first quarter. North Cape Design Build was founded with the intention of providing the Lake Sunapee region with a world-class design build partner committed to enhancing the local community that supports them. Our next YCN game of the week will feature football as the Newport Tigers are hosting these Cougars of Kearsarge next Saturday starting at 1:53 p.m. Watch it on TDS TV 13, 1013, and Comcast 8 or at ycnnow.com. Today's coverage is being underwritten in part by Beltates, a full-service building materials store with 10 locations within New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Stop by any location or shop online at beltates.com. Defense chant from the Cougars crowd. You're a Raiders fan, you have to be happy with the start of this game. Not everything's been ideal, I guess you could say. The fumble on the first drive, but they've battled through. They're in the driver's seat, up 10-0, and they find number 10 there right over the field, coincidentally, excuse me, with a 10-0 lead. That's Zach Mosley.
O'Neill's pass to number 10, Zach Mosley's complete. First down for the Raiders.
See if they get one more play off prior to the end of the quarter. O'Neill is going to spike it. I don't know why he just spiked the ball. We're still in the first quarter. It's not the second quarter yet. I guess they really wanted to run something before the end of the quarter. They have 3 timeouts.
Second down for the Raiders.
I don't know what that was about. Anyway, they'll have another snap here. O'Neill tossing it over to the right side, trying to gain some yardage. He's going to pick up a bunch there. It's Findlay with the Raiders and a 10-0 in the driver's seat at the end of the first quarter. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Please stay with us.
This YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist, much more than a home heating provider. By Beltates, a full-service building materials store with 10 locations within New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Stop by any location or shop online at beltates.com. By North Cape Design Build, who for over 40 years have crafted beautiful custom homes in the Lake Sunapee area of New Hampshire. La Valley Building Supply, with 13 locations and celebrating over 60 years serving you with quality products and friendly service. By Bubba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Bubba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Barton Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. Village Pizza in Newport, coming into the 21st century with new point-of-sale system, digital menu, online ordering, DoorDash delivery, and big screen TVs. And Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine Town regions.
On the play by number 52.
Welcome back to the YCN Game of the Week. We apologize. We weren't able to get the first play of the second quarter in there for you. O'Neill was sacked there. Here's a replay so you can see it for yourself. About a 10-yard loss, so it's going to bring up a second and about 20 here for the Raiders.
19 for the Raiders. Are on their own 39-yard line, or 38.
That Cougars defense, they battled. They don't quit. You have to give them that. Still plenty of time to go. As we saw with Ruckman earlier in the game, he can have an explosive play that can totally change the tide of that game super quickly. So don't count out the Cougars, still super early in this one. We have a flag. There's been a lot of flags in the recent weeks. A lot of penalties. You gotta be disciplined going into the playoffs. Both of these teams trying to battle for a playoff spot.
Dead ball foul with a delay of game on the offense.
It's a delay of game on the Raiders, so it'll back them up another 5. It's going to be 2nd and 24 upcoming. So they're set pretty far back. They have some dynamic backs, though.
Repeat, second down.
They've done a lot of tosses. Picked up some big yardage. Finley under center. Keeping it himself, as I kind of expected. Running it all the way around the right side of the pile. He's going to pick up a
Finley with the ball.
Big gain there. Still short of the first down marker, but that's got to be a 15-plus yard gain there for the Raiders.
Give me water.
But still, 3rd and long to go. Usually O'Neill's under center. That time he wasn't, so that was a good indicator that they're going to try and rush at that time. They had the blocking to do it.
3rd and 6 for the Raiders. The ball's on the 50-yard line.
Raiders seem to have a very high football IQ, able to deal with those situations and know where to go when. O'Neill throws it right away. He's going to have enough for the first down there. I think that's Findlay. Yep, it is. They found Findlay on that right side. First down coming up for the Raiders.
The pass was to number 3, Jordan Findlay. Complete for a first down for the Raiders.
Really good game plan to get rid of it super quickly that time.
1st and 10 for the Raiders. The ball's on the Kearsarge 37-yard line.
Not allowing the Cougars defense to thrive in those situations, because if you give them enough time, that's exactly what they're going to do. They'll have the blitz ready for you right up the middle. O'Neill's under center. Pitches it to the side. Ball is on the ground. Let's see who has it. O'Neill able to dive on it, so the Raiders are going to keep it. But something that the Raiders are really going to need to look at in practice, regardless of the outcome of this game. So you got to take care of the football. They had a turnover that cost them early. Fortunately, they were able to rebound, got the safety, then got into the end zone on the following drive, but almost cost them this time. They got some momentum back on their side. Second down coming up.
2nd and 11 for the Raiders.
O'Neal pitches it to the left side. Going to have a big gain up to the 30, to the 25. Battling forward with a stiff arm. Finally pushed out around the 15. That was Fleury, I think, who pushed him out.
Number 45.
So that's exactly what they needed.
They have one wide receiver on the far side.
Will Bennett in on that tackle.
Ryan Lundridge there on the rush.
Down for the Raiders.
So the Raiders now threatening a big 3-score lead if they're able to get in the end zone and tack at least one more point on top of that. The Cougars defense always ferocious. We say you never know. Could be a fumble, could be an interception, and then a big Aiden Ruckman play downfield perhaps. Could be the difference between this game being 2 points and 17 points. Can't blink, folks. O'Neal pitching it over to the right side. Finley battling through. He's going to have some yardage. He's going to bring up second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Raiders.
Staying corrected, no gain. I thought he was going to have a few yards on that one. But the Cougars defense quick to close there on that side after got through the initial blockers. I guess maybe 1 yard. Handoff right up the middle, Ford into the end zone, touchdown Raiders.
That's Ryan Lundgren with the ball for the Raiders.
Ryan Lundgren.
Touchdown for Lebanon.
Tremendous blocking and tremendous speed. Ruckman there trying to meet him, but it was too late. Hopefully the fastest player on the Cougars. So the Raiders now up 16-0. We'll see. I'm guessing that they're going to go for 2. That's what they've done. Converted the first time around.
Bubble left side. Bubble left side to the running back. Bubble left side to the running back. Watch.
Pitches it to the left side.
They put the slot man.
Looks like they've got it in for the 2-point conversion.
Jordan Finley. 2-point conversion.
So the Raiders set up really well early in this one. Second quarter. And the Cougars are going to have to come up with a response on the next drive to salvage some momentum prior to halftime. Barton Insurance Agency supports you and your community. Ben says one size fits all just doesn't apply to insurance, which is why every client gets their individual attention. Village Pizza in Newport is coming into the 21st century with a new point of sale system, digital menu, online ordering, DoorDash delivery, and big screen TVs. Follow them on Facebook to keep up. So the Raiders now going to boot it away. Mason Jordan doing the kicking. Right down the center. Cougars have possession. Trying to make some progress. Wrapped up around the 33, it appears.
That was number 29.
That's Ethan St. Clair. Good awareness, trying to make something out of the blockers.
1st and 10 for the Cougars. Ball's on their own 34-yard line.
knock him for trying that time. Maybe able to get a few additional yards. Still a ways to go, but when you have electric players on offense, you have Jack Sikoria, Aiden Ruckman, you never know. Spanos, the deep ball, airing it out, finds his man, Ethan St. Clair. And that's going to be a huge play for the Cougars as they pick up a first down. Ethan St. Clair got open.
Spanos to Ethan St. Clair is complete.
And just like that,
First down,
the momentum is starting to get back on the Cougars' side. If they could put some points up on the board here on this drive, maybe get a stop, another score before halftime, anything's possible, folks. And I'll remind you, they're set to get possession to begin the second half. Spanos hands it off, but they're around the line of scrimmage. Going to be a second down. Jack Sikoria there on the rush attempt.
Jack Sikoria with the ball.
Here's your second look at it. Some good initial blockers. Got to give credit to the Raiders defense as they battled to get free there. Got one arm on him, and then multiple players had him. 2nd and 9, got a 1-yard gain. Spanos pitches it back. Sikoria is going to pass downfield. Incomplete. Looking for Ethan St. Clair. Very well designed play by Coach Jensen. Just unable to execute there. Sikoria under a little bit of pressure as the defenders were closing quickly. It's got to get on the same page. You have to be impressed by Will Spanos. He's been forced into a tough situation after Caleb Naughton went down a few weeks ago. Being thrown in to be a quarterback your senior year when you're the starting wide receiver is not easy. You're trying to rebuild your culture with a new coach. Everything's been completely changed, you know, on your offense throughout the offseason, and you have to come in here and learn the system. I've been impressed with him, his maturity to handle this situation. Got to give credit to some of the guys there on offense, some of the leaders. You know, St. Clair, he's done a tremendous job. I think Aiden Ruckman, everybody knows how much I enjoy watching him each week where you get to come here. You have to give credit to a lot of these guys. You know, Jack Sikoria, definitely a leader for that team. You heard the applause for him during the ceremony for the seniors. Raiders are getting set here. Spanos looks down that left side. He finds Aiden Ruckman for a huge play as the Cougars are able to pick up the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal coming up.
Spanos to Aikman is complete. First down for the Cougars.
Just sits there relaxed in the pocket, unleashes it. A deadly accurate spiral right there in the breadbasket of Aiden Ruckman. Reaching up there with his arms to grab it.
Cougars, ball's just inside the 10-yard line.
So the Cougars, this is their best opportunity thus far to put some points on the board, get the monkey off their back, start executing super well. You know, they can battle back into this one. Jack Sikoria is with Will Spanos in the backfield. Ruckman now running along that side, trying to make some progress. It's going to be wrapped up.
Aikman the ball.
Ryan Lundgren making the tackle. Speed to counter speed here. Here's another look at it. Officials want to chat for a minute. It's going to be a penalty against.
No flag on the play.
Second down coming up.
Second down for the Cougars.
So no penalty, excuse me. Thought it was going to be. Kearsarge is still backed up pretty far in comparison to where they began this drive. They started around the 9. They're at about the 19 now. Loss on the previous play, but they still have a bunch of downs to get it done. Second down coming up here. Spanos rushing it, testing the left side. He's got some progress there.
Will Spanos with the ball.
Third down coming up, but made a lot of progress getting themselves closer and closer to the goal line.
Third and goal for the Cougars. Ball's on about the 10-yard line.
Ball on the 10-yard line, third and goal to go. Spanos again opting to keep it himself, testing out that left side. Credit to the Raiders defense, they close quickly. Fourth down coming up.
Fourth down for the Cougars.
So the Cougars are keeping the offense out on the field here on fourth down. Trying to get this thing a little bit closer prior to half. Spanos incomplete, and the Raiders are going to take back over. It's going to be a turnover on downs. So a couple trips into the red zone for the Cougars. They're coming up empty-handed on both of those. That's really been the difference of the game. Just being able to execute in the red zone. The Raiders had their own hiccup earlier on the opening drive where they fumbled the ball. But Kearsarge is going to need some breaks later on. This game coverage is being brought to you in part by LaValley Building Supply with 13 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire. Take a look at all their products at lavalleys.com. Check out Echo Communications for all your printing and mailing needs. They are the home of the Kearsarge Shopper, where the latest YCN schedule can be found every week on page 3. O'Neill and company trying to start the drive off, but we have a flag already. I think it had to do with the formation of the Raiders, which is going to back them up.
Foul is a false start on the offense.
Okay, it's the false start, excuse me.
Back it up 5 yards, repeat first down.
Cougars defense with a chance to do something here. Make a big play, whether it be interception, fumble recovery, safety. Get something going. O'Neill trying to look towards that right side. It's going to be incomplete. Looking to his tight end.
Incomplete.
Ben Dorenzo.
Second and 15 for the Raiders.
Even if they're unable to get a safety or fumble recovery or interception, what have you, to set their offense up well, this offense still would be set up well if they could get a 3 and out here on the drive, force them to punt. And you have a guy like Aiden Ruckman there on the return game, could impact you, and you could be setting up your offense with a good chance to put some points on the board prior to halftime, and sometimes just having that go into halftime is all you need. Here's the handoff.
Lundgren with the ball.
We have a flag, though. I think it's going to be...
Flag on the flag.
I mean, they got him down. Could be an unnecessary roughness call. I think it's going to go against the Cougars, but we'll see. I really wish we had mics for the officials. That would make my job a lot easier, but it's going to go against the Cougars. I think it's going to be like unnecessary roughness, unsportsmanlike conduct, what have you. Going to bring the Raiders forward. probably give them a fresh set of downs. I'll let you know. Yep, that's what's going to happen. Ball is spotted at the 21-yard line currently.
15-yard, bring up first down for Lebanon.
Fake there. Gonna rush it instead, testing out that right side. He's gonna pick up a first down and then some. Ryan Lundgren once again.
Raider first down.
So, if I were the Raiders right now, I would try and milk the clock. No need to force anything. Give Cougars, you know, the ball back with time remaining. Just try and run the clock down a bit and get another score prior to half. They're set up well.
First and 10 for the Raiders.
But again, one big play could change everything.
Line.
Here's the snap. Pitches to the left side. Going to be wrapped up. But 2nd and 3 to go. Finley once again.
Second and 4 for the Raiders. Ball's on their 47-yard line.
O'Neill's got it. Pitches it over to the side. Dorenzo with it. He's going to pick up the first down and into Cougars territory.
That's Ben Dorenzo with the ball. Enough for a first down for the Raiders.
Here's your second look at that. Good awareness by both players to execute that properly. Cougars defense still continues to stick with it.
Line.
Another handoff. It's going to be brought back to about the line of scrimmage. Maybe he lost a yard, if that.
Second and 10 for the Raiders.
Pitch to the left side. We'll bring it forward.
Lundgren with the ball.
Lundgren now. It's interesting to see that the way that their Raiders are using their backs, it's not the same running back each time. They rotate in and out between their different backs, which I think is smart to preserve energy. Don't need to have the same guy go again and again and again because you're going to be exhausted by halftime. I think it's a smart decision to do it the way that they have been. Today's coverage is being provided in part by Barton Insurance Agency, where they work for you and not the big insurance companies. They know how to serve your personal needs. Today's coverage is being underwritten in part by Beltates, a full-service building material store with 10 locations within New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Stop by any location or shop online at beltates.com. Through North Cape Design Build's legacy of trust successfully cultivated over 40 years, they support community service initiatives such as their Mount Sunapee duck drop, raising over $126,000 this year alone. Wow, that's quite impressive. That was last weekend. Here's O'Neill. Throws it right there into the window. It's going to be first down at the 20, at the 10, fighting forward. Knocked down around the 7-yard line. The Raiders are in business. Alex Eastman there.
O'Neill's pass
The
to,
junior making some
Alex Eastman
progress
is
there
complete.
along that right sideline, setting up the Raiders in really good position.
Timeout charge to Lebanon.
They're going to take a timeout here. Curious to see why. I would imagine that they're trying to run down the clock a bit. But, you know, time's still running down. It's 1:01 to go. They don't have any timeouts left now. Kearsarge still has one, I'll remind you of that. Getting closer to the goal line. Bubba's Bar and Grill has a full menu of amazing seafood, Landfare award-winning seafood chowder, hearty sandwiches, and a diverse pizza menu to satisfy any party size. Today's game coverage is being brought to you by La Valley Building Supply. Home improvement and construction from concept to completion, with over 60 years of serving you locally from 13 locations. The Raiders offense will go back to work now. O'Neill's under center. 1:01 to work with. And an 18-point cushion. But the Cougars are going to get the best of them on that play. He's going to be thrown back for a little bit of a loss there on the sack. We have a running clock now.
O'Neill was caught in the backfield.
Raiders have to remember to, keep a decent pace, hurry up. Personally, I would have liked to have kept that other timeout in my back pocket. I'm not coaching. Just going to spike that one, freeze the clock with 32.3 to go here. See what they decide to run. Third down coming up. So probably one more play on this drive, and then if they don't get it, they're going to have to be quick to get their field goal unit out there and try and boot one through the uprights before the end of the first half. Pitch over to the right side. He's going to be wrapped up. So it's going to bring up fourth down.
In the backfield.
Raiders are going to have to move quickly to get that field goal unit out there. Are they just going to let the clock?
Charge to Lebanon.
Okay, maybe our scoreboard was incorrect then. Yeah, the scoreboard here was incorrect then because it said that they had no timeouts remaining. So apparently they still had a timeout left. That's what was tripping me up. Now I understand why they took that earlier timeout if they still had this other one in their back pocket. Give them a chance to attempt a field goal now. I mean, they could decide to run another play if they so desire to do so. Give yourself a decent chance to score here. One play left for your offense on this drive. 18.7 to go here prior to the half.
Fourth down for the Raiders. Ball's on the Kearsarge 15-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 15. They're going to keep their offense out there. They're going to go for it. O'Neill's got it. Looking to his left side. Incomplete in the end zone. So the clock's going to stop with 12.3 to go. The Cougars, maybe a chance to get,
attempt is incomplete.
a play here on offense. I mean, they'll at least have one snap. We could see if they decide to just take it as is in the halftime, not need to force anything and take the quarterback kneel, or if they're going to try and find an explosive play. You got options, Aiden Ruckman, Ethan St. Clair, Jack Sikoria. Curious, I mean, even Spanos, he could get involved. He's a wideout technically himself. He's only playing quarterback because Caleb Naughton's injured. Could have Sikoria there playing quarterback. Who knows? A lot of different things for Coach Jensen to do, but they're going to have to work fast. 12.3 to go and, about 85 yards. That's a ways, but Their offense can be explosive. Lobs one downfield, intercepted by the Raiders. They're going to try and run it back here at the 20, down around the 15. And that's going to take us to halftime.
Interception.
Raiders lead
in the first half.
18-0. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Please stay with us.
NCTV programs are underwritten in part by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oil, Propane, and Motor Fuels, with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning. Their friendly, highly trained, and certified staff is available to assist you throughout the process. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Beltate's Building Product Specialist. Whether you're a first-time homeowner making updates or a seasoned building contractor, Beltate's knowledgeable and friendly team can assist you in finding the perfect products for your project. They have the services and materials to help any size endeavor. Beltate's will bring your ideas to life with their expertise. North Cape Design Build, for building a custom home from the ground up, a stunning waterfront property overlooking Lake Sunapee or Pleasant Lake, or the fabulous remodel you've been planning for a decade. North Cape Design Build can help your dreams become a reality. High-end custom craftsmanship, discerning contractors, beautifully executed designs. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer in New London since 1997. And much further back as the Country Press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. Jen and Troy invite you to visit Village Pizza in Newport. They're coming into the 21st century with a new point-of-sale system, digital menu, online ordering, DoorDash delivery, and big screen TVs. It's a community gathering place, whether it's after the game, a performance at the Opera House, or just a date night. Come in for quality food and for the kids, board games, books, and coloring. Village Pizza brings the good old days back into their modernized and fun restaurant. Follow them on Facebook, or better yet, visit them at 7 South Main Street in Newport. La Valley Building Supply, serving homeowners and contractors since 1962. Whether you're an experienced builder or simply a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at La Valley Building Supply. Barton Insurance Agency provides local access to all your business and personal insurance needs, from auto, home, life, to business liability and related needs. Experience the hometown difference of Barton Insurance Agency. Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor for great land fare, seafood, sandwiches, and Bubba's award-winning seafood chowder. You won't be disappointed. They're having a lot of fun at Bubba's Bar and Grill. The Intertown Record, your weekly hometown newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine region of New Hampshire. Online and in print, the Intertown Record. Main Street Bookends in Warner, an independent bookstore providing books, toys, games, cards, and gifts. With a gallery showcasing local arts and artists, Main Street Bookends in Warner. Thank all our underwriters for making your local programming possible on NCTV.
Welcome back to the YCN Game of the Week. This is Drew Dumont. Pleased to be with you. Prior to halftime, we thought it was halftime. There was actually another play. We're showing it here now on the replay. Nothing happened, no scoring, incompletion there as O'Neill tried to go to the end zone. It turned out that there was still time left on the clock. It wasn't at all triple zeros at halftime yet, so once he got on the ground, automatically freezes the clock, obviously, as possession was changing hands. The Raiders lead it currently 18-0 now over the Cougars. They had 2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions. They had the safety also as their first scoring play of the game. With the Cougars trying to punt, they had a rough snap, went over his head into the back of the end zone, behind it as well. So Raiders currently lead at 18-0. Cougars are set to get the second half kickoff. And like we say, one play can change everything. For the balance of our halftime show, we'll hear from Ray Martin, the president of the Warner Fall Foliage Festival that starts tonight and runs through Sunday. First, this word from LaValley's. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Please stay with us.
Need replacement windows? LaValley Middleton is the place. As a building supply company, most major brands are available to them. Whether your thoughts lead you to triple glazing with a glass coating, or a brand offering only a glass coating, LaValley's has the product information. LaValley's does not knowingly let itself be undersold by anyone, anywhere. Replacement windows are a good idea, but it shouldn't be a reason to overpay. LaValley's offers financing through the same sources as others. Often buyers find their financing less costly locally and their business more appreciated. When you hear an offer of no interest or no payments for a year, you can be sure that there's a high price attached. It's a signal that you need to call LaValley Middleton for a competitive price for the same product installed. Call or visit one of our 12 locations or go to lavalleys.com. Talk with a project specialist and arrange a visit for measuring and providing a very competitive price.
This YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist, much more than a home heating provider. By Beltates, a full-service building materials store with 10 locations within New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Stop by any location or shop online at beltates.com. By North Cape Design Build, who for over 40 years have crafted beautiful custom homes in the Lake Sunapee area of New Hampshire. LaValley Building Supply, with 13 locations and celebrating over 60 years serving you with quality products and friendly service. By Bubba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Bubba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Barton Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. Village Pizza in Newport, coming into the 21st century with new point-of-sale system, digital menu, online ordering, DoorDash delivery, and big screen TVs. And Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine Town regions.
We're here in Warner, Main Street, Warner, downtown Warner, with Ray Martin. I'm the president of the festival this year, and we're getting ready to have our 77th annual festival, which will take place on 11, 12, and 13 of October, Columbus Day weekend. Just remember, it is not on October 14th, Monday, the Columbus Day. That's the day we get to clean up. But anyways, the festival has been going on all these years, and thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars have been donated to various organizations around town for many, many projects that have been helpful to the town over the years. This festival has always been run by a complete volunteer outfit. We have a board, a great board of 10 people that are very active in soliciting volunteers, working on organizing and keeping the festival moving. This is truly a Warner community effort. What I would say to make the town accessible to people and to show the town off. You would be very surprised at how many people have moved to Warner after they came to the festival for 1 year or 2 years. So it's a great weekend. The foliage is usually great. As I stand here today, we're about 3 weeks away, and I'm starting to see some of the trees change colors, which is a good sign, because this is a fall foliage festival. We hope you would consider coming down here. We're open breakfast at the church on Saturday morning from 7:30 to 10:30, and then the crafters open up at 9. The rides will be Friday night rides open at 6 to 9 with some of the food tents open. And then the full-fledged festival will be running on at 9, starting at 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, with the rides starting at 10 o'clock. and Saturday and Sunday. And then the Grand Parade on Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. We have maybe a big surprise, but I don't want to put it out there yet. But please look at our Facebook page or our website, the Warner Fall Foliage Festival website, for updates, but there might be a big announcement on that shortly. The funds that the festival raises anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 a year. I go to places like the Simons Elementary School for various projects. We've bought a kiln up there. We've bought cameras for them. We've bought, the Warner Main Stage. The building down there at the amphitheater is a lot of big contribution. Towns such as the baseball teams, Warner Youth Sports gets a lot of money. The Snowmobile Club gets a lot of things because they're all part of the town and make the town work. Arriving here at the festival from the north or the south, Interstate 89, get off at the Warner exits. You'll be directed to parking. That is, we have buses that bring people back, shuttle buses, take people back and forth from the parking areas. And then once you get into the center of town, the festival is concentrated almost solely right in the center of downtown Warner, with I think we have 98 crafts people coming this year. It's a lot of crafts that a lot of people come just for the crafters. And then we have obviously food. The chicken and lobster barbecue is always a big hit on Saturday and Sunday. And then we have the rides for the kids, and obviously other foods and ice cream and such. This is also Warner's 250th anniversary of its founding or chartering back in 1774. So this is a big year for Warner, and so that is the theme of the parade this year, will be our 250th celebration. The dates are Friday the 11th of October, Saturday the 12th, and Sunday the 13th. It's starts at 6 p.m. on Friday the 11th, and then opens up, I'd say 9 o'clock to 9 on Saturday, and 9 to 5 to 6 p.m. on Sunday. And that's it, but from Warner, so come and join us on Columbus Day weekend and have a great time with us.
Hi, I'm Jim Culhane. I'm the CEO of Lake Sunapee Visiting Nurse Association. We're coming up on some very important dates for Medicare enrollees. Specifically, it's the Medicare open enrollment period, which begins on October 15th and runs through December 7th. A lot of people stick with traditional Medicare. It's what you've been paying into for a considerable period of time. It's robust. It travels with you. You can choose your own doctors. But we realize that there are Medicare Advantage products, may offer some unique perks as well. You can talk to an insurance broker. You may also contact your local ServiceLink office because they have a program to help you navigate the variety of products and find a match that might be best for you. It's important for you to be aware that there are some Medicare Advantage products that may not cover services that are important to you. Services such as home health, which is a crucial part of this continuum of care necessary to help people stay home. Do your research. Talk to the people who know and may have some answers and provide guidance. Reach out to ServiceLink as they have a program that can assist. But in the end, make sure you choose an insurance that provides the range of services you may feel you need in the future. The last thing you would like to do is to find out that you need a service that is either not paid for or not covered and find yourself with an unexpected bill after services are provided.
NCTV programs are underwritten in part by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oil, Propane, and Motor Fuels, with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning. Their friendly, highly trained, and certified staff is available to assist you throughout the process. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Beltate's Building Product Specialist. Whether you're a first-time homeowner, making updates, or a seasoned building contractor, Beltate's knowledgeable and friendly team can assist you in finding the perfect products for your project. They have the services and materials to help any size endeavor. Beltate's will bring your ideas to life with their expertise. North Cape Design Build for building a custom home from the ground up a stunning waterfront property overlooking Lake Sunapee or Pleasant Lake, or the fabulous remodel you've been planning for a decade, North Cape Design Build can help your dreams become a reality. High-end custom craftsmanship, discerning contractors, beautifully executed designs. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer in New London since 1997, and much further back as the Country Press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. Jen and Troy invite you to visit Village Pizza in Newport. They're coming into the 21st century with a new point-of-sale system, digital menu, online ordering, DoorDash delivery, and big screen TVs. It's a community gathering place, whether it's after the game, a performance at the Opera House, or just a date night. Come in for quality food and for the kids, board games, books, and coloring. Village Pizza brings the good old days back into their modernized and fun restaurant. Follow them on Facebook, or better yet, visit them at 7 South Main Street in Newport. LaValle Building Supply, serving homeowners and contractors since 1962. Whether you're an experienced builder or simply a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at LaValle Building Supply. Barton Insurance Agency provides local access to all your business and personal insurance needs, from auto, home, life, to business liability and related needs. Experience the hometown difference of Barton Insurance Agency. Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor for great land fare, seafood sandwiches, and Bubba's award-winning seafood chowder. You won't be disappointed. They're having a lot of fun at Bubba's Bar and Grill. The Intertown Record, your weekly hometown newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine region of New Hampshire. Online and in print, the Intertown Record. Main Street Bookends in Warner, an independent bookstore providing books, toys, games, cards, and gifts. With a gallery showcasing local arts and artists, Main Street Bookends in Warner. Thank all our underwriters for making your local programming possible on NC TV.
Welcome back. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. This is Drew Dumont. Pleased to be with you. I'll be calling the second half as well. The Lebanon Raiders took control in the first half, leading the Kearsarge Cougars 18-0. They had a couple touchdowns, got 2-point conversions on each try, and they also had a safety earlier in the game. So they're in the driver's seat right now. However, the Cougars, with an opportunity to get their first points of the game up on the board, they're going to be receiving the kickoff here. So we'll get that started. We heard a word from Ray Martin there at halftime. That's the Warner Fall Foliage Festival he was discussing. He's the president of that. That's going to be coming up. I think that's starting tonight. But it's going to be going all throughout the weekend in Warner, you know, Saturday and Sunday, with Columbus Day on Monday. That's going to be their cleanup day. But, you know, if you're in the area or you're able to make it, that'd be great. I think the parade's on Sunday. So looking forward to that for everyone who can attend. And, you know, I actually talked to Ray last winter. He was one of the guests on my show, the Drew Dumont Show on YouTube. I just talked with him, and I talked with two of his peers, one who graduated a year in front of him, Dave Foster, and one who graduated the year behind him, George Sharp. They all went to Hopkinton High School, which is my high school, and they actually won the first championship in Hopkinton history back in 1964, playing basketball. During that run, they won the championship, and they won 3 in a row. 64, 65, 66. The Hopkinton boys basketball team hasn't won a championship since then, but they're going to try and do it this year under head coach Liam McNicholas as the Cougars receive that and bring it out to about the 49-yard line. It was fascinating talking to those guys back last winter. They also, interestingly enough, they had Carlton Fisk in their path to that first championship victory, and they defeated
Cody
him.
Ryder with the ball. First and 10 for the Cougars.
When Carlton Fisk was
just inside their the 50-yard line.
Excuse me. Back when Carlton Fisk was actually playing basketball before he went on to be a legendary Major League Baseball catcher. So back here tonight, the Cougars have possession. It's Will Spanos to open it up. Ball spotted at the 50-yard line. They're well set up with their field position. Let's see if they can get something going now. Spanos trying to test out that right side. He's going to be thrown back for about a 2-yard loss. Raiders quick to close.
The ball. A little loss on the play.
Here's another look at it.
2nd and 11 for the Cougars.
Got our headlamps on here at YCN. The idea a couple weeks ago, remember to bring it this time around. See our papers here. Lighting's great for the athletes on the field. Up here in the press box, not so much, a little bit harder to see. We don't have we have lights, but we can't turn them on during the game because of the glare. So we'll make our headlamps too. This is the first time I've ever called a game wearing a headlamp.
3rd and 11 for the Cougars.
It's going to be memorable. Nothing else.
Timeout charge to Kearsarge.
This is the first meeting between these two teams since 2019. That was September 27th at Lebanon. The Raiders winning that one by a score of 48-7. And Lebanon went on to the Division III finals that year. They played, they played a lot more often in the past. They played in 2018. Lebanon won that 27-0. In 2015, they played at Lebanon. Kearsarge actually won that one 37-14. 2014, Kearsarge won 41-6. So swings in the rivalry. Kearsarge leads that all-time series 6-5 since the first meeting in 2002. So the Raiders trying to get even tonight. Ethan St. Clair with some big progress there. Gets the Cougars all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Enough for Kearsarge first down. 1st and 10, the ball's on the 11 and 26-yard line.
Good job utilizing his speed. Good awareness. So the Cougars are set up well. See if they can take advantage and put some points on the board. Jack Sikoria also lined up in the backfield. Launching downfield is Spanos. That's incomplete down the sideline.
Make it 2nd and 10.
So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Cougars. Ball spotted at the 26. They're in attacking territory now. Making a change here. Will Kucharski entering the game for the Cougars. Fumbled. Raiders dive on it. I think the Raiders are going to have it. It appears they do.
Raiders recover.
Officially, they do. Landon Barton, I think it was, making the recovery. Yep. So the Cougars, snake bitten yet again. They've had some good chances, but just unable to convert.
Ball's in their own 29-yard line.
Cursed here in attacking territory. I think we're going to see a lot of running plays coming out of the offense here from the Raiders in the second half. They have a comfortable lead. It's 3 scores. But you never know. Lined up in a throwing position right now. O'Neal throws it over the center, incomplete. Typically teams like to rush the ball more when they're in the lead in the second half, but up by multiple scores. It's a good way of, winding time down a little bit. In the event of what you just saw happen, you had an incompletion, so that freezes the clock. If you keep the ball on the ground, then likely to run the clock down more and more. Get closer, but there's still plenty of time left. 10:38 in the third quarter plus the 12 minutes of the fourth quarter, as that's a pitch to the side and it's recovered. I think the Cougars have it. No, I thought that the Cougars had that. That's why you have to be cautious.
Third and 11 for the Raiders.
So the clock will continue to run since it wasn't an incomplete pass, and the Raiders were able to recover it. Flag on the play. Let's see what happens here.
Flag on the play.
I think that's going to be a false start against the Raiders to back them up 5.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, third down.
So third down yet again coming up for the Raiders, but they're going to be backed up an additional 5 yards. O'Neal trying to keep it himself, but the Cougars defenders are going to meet him there, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
O'Neal, the keeper, will bring up 4th down.
So the Raiders descend on the punt unit here. We have another flag. Let's see what it is.
A flag on the play. Too many men on the field for 11 and 12 players.
So as Bubba said, too many men on the field for the Raiders. It's going to back them up another 5 yards.
Penalty. Make it 4th and 20 for the Raiders.
So the Raiders kick it away here. Bounces around the 45, going backwards. Ruckman jumps on it.
Ruckman
got a rough bounce, went off his jersey. Had to be cautious to go cover the ball that time, because if the Raiders had it, they would have had the chance to run it all the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Ball's on their own 44-yard line.
Sometimes you just get a rough bounce like that. It's really tough to field something like that. He thought it was going to bounce up further towards his body. Instead, it goes off his right leg there. Has to be quick, rush backwards, go cover up. But either way, Cougars still have pretty good field position around midfield at the 44. Spanos recovers the snap and just chucks it to no man's land.
Spanos' pass attempt is incomplete. There's a flag on the play.
We'll see what the flag is. I think it's going to be intentional grounding.
Yep. On the offense.
So for those of you who aren't familiar, what just happened with Spanos is you have to throw the football into an area where it's close enough that a receiver could reasonably get it. But that time he knew that the defenders were there, so instead of throwing it to where somebody could get it, he just threw it
He brings up second down.
to one of his coaches. So
Second
that's
and
gonna
15.
Unfortunately, coaches are not eligible receivers. So that's going to back up the Cougars even more. Can't blame them for trying to avoid the sack.
Spanos' pass attempt is incomplete. They get 3rd and 15.
All right, 3rd and 15 coming up for the Cougars. They really need a big play. Keep your eyes on Aiden Ruckman and Ethan St. Clair. Here's the handoff, rushing it up the middle. This is Jack Sikoria, fighting for more yardage. Still going to be well short of the first down.
Jack Sikoria with the ball. They'll bring up 4th down.
So let's see, the Cougars likely to bring on the punt unit, but they're also trailing by a lot, so they could try to do something here on offense.
Fourth down for the Cougars.
They're showing punt formation. Booted away. Caught with the fair catch. About the 32. And that's where the Raiders are going to take over the next drive.
1st and 10 for the Raiders. Ball's on their own 32-yard line.
One of our underwriters today is Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newbury Harbor, with over 17 years of providing hungry patrons with high-quality food and super-friendly service. HR Clough Kearsarge Heating has full-service offerings of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning, and their Muddy Paws pet wash and auto bath car wash. It's going to be a loss there for the Raiders. Got to give credit to the Cougars for making the tackle.
That was number 7, Gavin Gilson, with the ball.
Gavin Gilson tried to find something there on the left side, but nothing doing. So, Cougars defense is going to still try and come up with another big play.
Ball's on their 30-yard line.
Still plenty of time to go.
Please reset the game clock at 6:55. It started on my whistle.
They're resetting the game clock to 6:55. It was just at 7:11. I guess it was stopped when it should not have been. Pitching it. Not much of a gain there.
Jordan Finley with the ball.
Finley trying to find something. It brings up 3rd down. We have an injured player on the field. So we're going to have a little bit of a stoppage. Hopefully he's all right. Not sure who that is. Oh. It's Jordan Fidley. We hope it's nothing too severe. Give the refs a chance to evaluate, and the trainer, I should say. Refs pausing the clock right now at 6:31 in the 3rd quarter. Today's coverage is supported by New London Hospital Primary Care. With their diverse team of primary care providers, you're the primary focus. To schedule an appointment or learn more about our expanded team of primary care providers, visit newlondonhospital.org. North Cape Design Build was founded with the intention of providing the Lake Sunapee region with a world-class design build partner committed to enhancing the local community that supports them. Our next YCN game of the week will feature football as the Tigers of Newport are hosting these Cougars of Kearsarge next Saturday starting at 1:53. Watch it on TDS TV 13, 1013, Comcast 8, or at ycnnow.com. We're thankful that he was able to get off the field. Again, we're hoping that it's nothing too bad for him. It's on his own power now, so that's certainly a good sign. The Raiders offense hops back onto the field. We remind you it's 3rd and long coming up for them. O'Neal trying to launch one deep over the middle. That's just going to be incomplete. No flag on the play, so it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Cougars offense, wise to not go for it on the previous drive, as they'll get another crack at it. Coming up, just got to take care of special teams.
Ruckman's deep for Kearsarge.
Booted away here. Ruckman calls for the fair catch at the 38, but some confusion on the play. He could have continued to run. I think he regrets that fair catch as he looked forward. He had guys blocking for him. Sometimes it's hard to see in your peripheral vision, so that's why you need to have other players on the field communicating with you. Spanos pitches it over to Ruckman there on the left side. It's about halfway towards the marker. I think it's going to be 2nd and about 5 coming up.
Ruckman's complete. Gain about 6 in the play. Make it 2nd and 4. Ball's on their own 46-yard line.
This is Jack Sikoria in the backfield. Ethan St. Clair out wide. Aiden Ruckman in the slot. He drops back. Instead, they go to the left side. Get some progress there. Getting forward at the 40. Knocked down inside the 40-yard line. So the Cougars offense getting to work. This is Ethan Brand.
Ethan Brand. 1st down for the Cougars. Ball's on the 11 and 36-yard line.
Ball spotted on the 37. Spanos immediately finds Sikoria, but wrapped up just as quickly as he caught it. And that's going to be a loss.
Jack Sikoria with the ball.
This Raiders defense is not wavering.
Loss on the play. They'll bring it 2nd down. Second and 14 for the Cougars.
Completed, finds Ethan St. Clair. Able to get a little bit of gain there. But still 3rd and long coming up Excuse me. 3rd and long coming up here for the Cougars offense. They're going to need a lot more yardage.
Ball's on the 36-yard line. 3rd down for the Cougars. 3rd and 10.
Spanos throws it deep, and it's intercepted by the Raiders. They carry it forward. Finally out of bounds around the opposing 45. I think that was Alexander Koff. Yep, he made the interception there. Tremendous awareness to drop back, be patient with it, and just at the right time,
1st and 10 for
gets
the
under
Raiders.
it and gets his momentum going forward.
Ball's on the Kearsarge 45-yard line.
So the Raiders have it at the Cougars 45. O'Neill and company back to work here. This is a handoff. About a 3-yard gainage there.
Ryan Lundgren with the ball.
Ryan Lundgren testing out that right side.
Getting about 2 on the play. Ball's on the Kearsarge 43-yard line.
Throwing it deep, incomplete. Looking for Alex Eastman there.
O'Neill's pass attempt to Alex Eastman is incomplete.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd down for the Raiders.
O'Neill under pressure, throws it away, incomplete.
O'Neill sacked to the backfield.
No, they're going to say it was a sack. They're going to say that he was down prior to throwing it away. Let's see. They said he was sacked. They said his knee was, no, yeah, he was. That's an incompletion.
4th and 7 for the Raiders.
Had it right the first time. So 4th and 7 coming up. They can decide to go for it, or more likely it looks like they're going to boot it away. Spinning around the 5-yard line, trying to battle his way through. So great job by the Raiders here on special teams, pinning the Cougars backwards inside their own 10-yard line. Tough punt to read. The Raiders close quickly on that one.
First and 10 for the Cougars. The ball's on their own 11-yard line.
Spanos, snap is fumbled. He's in the end zone. He's going to have time, though, to get rid of it. And he avoids a safety or worse, possibly a Lebanon touchdown.
And there's a flag on the play.
But we have a flag.
Call on the field is a safety.
Okay, I thought it wasn't going to be a safety. I thought it was an incomplete pass. They said call on the field as a safety. Was it because he... That's the first time I've seen that in a football game. I think it was because it was an incompletion to the sideline from him standing in the end zone.
With intentional grounding by the quarterback in the end zone. He's up to the play as a safety.
Okay, intentional grounding is the official call. Well, the quarterback was standing in the back of the end zone. Therefore, it's a safety. First time I've ever seen that, but I'm a young broadcaster. I could probably see that a lot more often at some point, but that's certainly not a call that you see every game. Maybe once a season, if that. So the result of it will be a 20-0 Raiders lead, and they're going to get possession back as Corey Fleury and company are forced to boot it away for the Cougars. Raiders have it. Well, it comes out beyond the 50, out around the 45. So the Raiders in attacking territory after the Cougars fell victim to bad field position, resulting in a safety.
Raider ball on the Kearsarge 46-yard line, 1st and 10.
Completion is good. That's going to be a first down and then some. Battles forward to about the 20. That's Jordan Fidley back in the game, and he looks like he didn't lose a step that time.
O'Neill's pass to Findlay is complete. First down for the Raiders.
Good to see him making some impactful plays after, what seemed like it might not be a good injury, but he's able to recover nicely.
Ball's on the Kearsarge 20-yard line.
They're going to be wrapped up
Lundigan, the ball
for a loss.
Jack Sikoria met him in the backfield. A big loss on the play.
Ryan Lundgren trying to run forward. Sikoria and company there to answer him.
Second down for the Raiders. The ball's on the 24-yard line.
O'Neill scrambling in the pocket. Oh, almost had it. Nearly coming up with a Gavin Gilson first down, but just unable to complete it. So that freezes the clock with 31.3 still to go in the third quarter. O'Neill. He finds his man. That was, I think, Lundgren downfield, but Cameron ran immediately on the tackle.
That'll bring up fourth down.
Fourth down coming up. I think we have an injury. Yes, we do, unfortunately. Not sure who that is. That's Lundgren. Gets back up. So, good to see him walking on his own power. 16.6 still to go. Fourth down coming up for the Raiders. They have the choice to try and kick a field goal, or they can go for it. I think they're going to try and go for it. Since the injured player has gotten up, the clock is running now. I think they're going to let it bleed all the way down as we close out the third quarter. The Raiders in the lead 20-0 over the Cougars. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Please stay with us.
This YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist, much more than a home heating provider. By Beltates, a full-service building materials store with 10 locations within New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Stop by any location or shop online at beltates.com. By North Cape Design Build, who for over 40 years have crafted beautiful custom homes in the Lake Sunapee area of New Hampshire. La Valley Building Supply, with 13 locations and celebrating over 60 years serving you with quality products and friendly service. By Bubba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Bubba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Barton Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. Village Pizza in Newport, coming into the 21st century with new point-of-sale system, digital menu, online ordering, DoorDash delivery, and big screen TVs. And Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine Town regions.
Welcome back. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Currently, the Raiders of Lebanon lead the Kearsarge Cougars by a score of 20-0. Lebanon's offense and defense have played very well throughout this contest. Currently set up offensively here with the ball spotted around the, I think it's at the 24 of the Cougars. We have a flag on the play already. A lot of flags here. That's going to be a false start on the offense. It's going to back them. It's going to back them. It's going to back them up to the 29-yard line here on fourth down.
Ball's on the Kearsarge 27-yard line.
O'Neill drops back, looking left, under pressure there and thrown back for the sack. That's going to be a turnover on downs as the Cougars will regain possession here. Tremendous job by their defense as they continue to fight and stay in this game with spirit. It's easy to give up in a situation like this, but they continue to fight. Dominic Mateo, the defensive lineman, making the sack on his senior night. So the Cougars have possession at their own 42. Spanos and company back out onto the field.
Timeout on the field. Timeout charge to the Raiders.
So the Raiders decide to take timeout here. Today's coverage is being underwritten in part by Beltates, a full-service building materials store with 10 locations within New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Stop by any location or shop online at beltates.com. Barton Insurance Agency supports you and your community. Ben says one size fits all just doesn't apply to insurance, which is why every client gets their individual attention. Village Pizza in Newport is coming into the 21st century with a new point of sale system, digital menu, online ordering, DoorDash delivery, and big screen TVs. Follow them on Facebook to keep up. New London Hospital's diverse team of primary care providers, you're the primary focus. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about their expanded team of primary care providers, visit newlondonhospital.org. So here are the Cougars. Spanos keeps it himself. Ran into a tough situation. Some trouble with his footing there, and the defender was right there to close for the Raiders. Alex Eastman. This is 2nd and 11. Spanos finds his man. That's Jack Sikoria. He's going to pick up a gain there. Probably about a 3-yard gain.
Spanos pass complete to Sikoria.
So that's going to be 3rd and 11.
We have 3rd down.
Or excuse me, 3rd and 8. 3-yard gain.
3rd and 9. The ball's on their own, just inside their own 45-yard line.
Spanos fakes it. Now he hands it off. This is Sikoria. Initially kept it at 2 backs there. He's going to move the chains forward for the Cougars. Still trying to get on the board here.
Jack Sikoria with the ball. It's enough for a Kearsarge first down. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. The ball's on the 11 and 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line. Cougars have been able to make some progress on offense, but getting into enemy territory has been a struggle for them. When they get possession there, everything seems to go wrong, but it's gone right so far as yet another rushing first down. It was Cameron Brand on the carry.
That's Cameron Brand, the ball carrier. Enough for Kearsarge first down. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. The ball's on the 11 and 35-yard line.
We have a whistle. All right, so the clock was reset to 8:58 and reset on the referee's signal. The clock was paused when it should not have been. So there's your explanation there. Spanos finds Ruckman on the left side, rushing forward at the 20, at the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
Will Spanos to Hayden Ruckman. Touchdown, Kearsarge.
So they're not getting shut out tonight. Aiden Ruckman, he's your guy. He's got all the speed in the world. When you need a big play, you look to him. Spanos threw that perfectly over the defender, just right there where Ruckman and only him could get it.
Curry Fleury will attempt a point after kick.
Fleury on for the extra point attempt. It is up and through.
Fleury's kick is
So
good.
the Cougars cut into the deficit, so now it's 20-7 with still 8:41 to go. All it takes is one play. Lebanon were to make a mistake here on offense, and the Cougars somehow could run one back. It'd be a one-possession game. You'd have to imagine, though, at this point that the Raiders are going to try and attack with the ball on the ground. See if they can get through that way, but the resilience of the Kearsarge defensive line has to be noted. They've kept them in this game. Even though that it was 20-0 and now it's 20-7, they still have a chance here. Still almost 9 minutes to go. It's the hair under. All it takes is one play. This game coverage is being brought to you in part by LaValle Building Supply with 13 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire. Take a look at all their products at lavalles.com.
The kick. Fleury will do the kicking.
That is fielded and being brought forward to about the 40.
Jordan Finley on the return.
Finley there. He's returned the bulk of their punt and kick returns.
First and 10 for the Raiders. The ball's on their own 43-yard line.
O'Neal pitches it to the left side. Getting forward for the first down. Now at the 40 and pushed out of bounds.
O'Neal's pitch to Eastman.
Alex
The ball
Eastman.
carrier, enough for a first down.
He's down on the sideline though. This doesn't look good. Hopefully it's not too severe for Alex Eastman.
First and 10 for the Raiders. Ball's on the Kearsarge 41-yard line.
Injury timeout. Check out Echo Communications for all your printing and mailing needs. They are the home of the Kearsarge Shopper, where the latest YCN schedule can be found every week on page 3. Today's coverage is being provided in part by Barton Insurance Agency, where they work for you and not the big insurance companies. They know how to serve your personal needs. Today's coverage is being underwritten in part by Beltates, a full-service building materials store with 10 locations within New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Stop by any location or shop online at beltates.com. O'Neal and company back on the field here. Pitches it over to the right side. Still on his feet, but met by a pile of Cougar defenders. Finley continues the battle.
Jordan Finley with the ball. He
just got slowed down just enough by Jack Sikoria for his teammates to get in position to make that tackle. Finish it off for him. So second down coming up. Incomplete. That's going to bring up third down.
O'Neill's pass attempt is incomplete.
He's trying to find Mena Antonius.
Third and 9 for the Raiders.
Completion is good. Fidley's got it. Battling, but he's going to be wrapped up, and that's going to bring up fourth down. So we'll see if they decide to keep the offense on the field. If not,
Jordan Finley with the ball.
Punt it away and put the ball back into the hands of Will Spanos with a chance to drive down the field and make it a one-possession game.
38-yard line.
They're going to kick it away. At least that's the formation they're showing right now. Kick is up and deep. Off the hands of Ruckman. He's able to retrieve it. It's down around the 15.
Ruckman on the return.
Through North Cape Design Build's legacy of trust successfully Through North Cape Design Build's legacy of trust successfully cultivated over 40 years, they supported community service initiatives such as their Mount Sunapee duck drop, raising over $126,000 this year alone. So here's Spanos. Hands it off right away. This is Jack Sikoria.
Jack Sikoria with the ball.
Second down coming up.
Get about 7 on the play. Make it 2nd and 3.
Here's a handoff. Down, I think that's Cameron. Yeah, that's Cameron Brand. It's around the 26-yard line.
Ryder with the ball carrier. First down for the Cougars.
So the Cougars have a first down. Fumble snap, able to recover it though. Trying to push forward. Gain of probably about 2 or 3 on the play. Jacob Ryder.
Gain about 1 on the play, make it 2nd and 9.
Spanos keeps it himself. Not much of a gain there, if anything at all.
The keeper.
Third down coming up.
Third and 9 for the Cougars.
Spanos looking for Ruckman.
Spanos,
Incomplete.
That'll bring up 4th down.
I think the Cougars have to keep the offense out there. You have to. Any territory is 4-down territory at this point. If you get a big play, make it a 1-possession game, and then who knows what can happen from there. Spanos looking deep. Incomplete. He was looking for Ruckman. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. And the Raiders will take over.
Incomplete.
That really felt like the game there.
Take over on downs.
Again, you never know. You could have the Raiders cough something up and the Cougars regain possession, so stay with us. But that really felt like the play that the Cougars needed. Instead, the Raiders have the 13-point cushion intact. They have possession and opposing territory inside the 30-yard line. They can keep the ball on the ground inside of 4 minutes.
Ball's on the Kearsarge 29-yard line. And there's a flag on the
We have a flag.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. 1st and 15.
So the false start is going to go against the Raiders offense. It's going to set them back another 5 yards. Pitches it. It's going to be a loss. Ball will be spotted back at around the 40. So it's about
Antonios on the reception.
2nd and 21.
No loss on the fly.
Pitch to the left side. Cougars think they have it. They do. So the Kearsarge Cougars win back possession here. And they still have hope. Here's another look to see what happened. Caleb Moyer just takes it away there.
1st and 10 for the Cougars. Ball's on the Kearsarge 40-yard line.
So clock is currently paused. The Cougars still have 2 timeouts remaining, 3:02 to go. If they could get a touchdown here on this drive, they would need to stop the Raiders on defense and then go score again. Try and force something here. So they're still in it. We still have a ball game, folks. This is why you have to stick with us throughout the game. It's because these things can happen. Pitch, trying to get creative to Ruckman. So the Cougars still have possession. Aiden Ruckman able to dive on it, but they're wicked far backed up. Risky business as the Raiders almost regain possession, but not before. The Cougars are very far backed up. However, one play could change everything. Spanos trying to work through there. This is going to bring up third down.
Spanos on the keeper.
Spanos, incomplete, nearly intercepted that time.
Spanos pass attempt incomplete.
Fourth down, gonna have to keep the offense out there. 1:27 still to go.
Fourth down for the Cougars.
Spanos airs it out downfield, intercepted, and that's gonna seal it.
Spanos pass attempt is intercepted by number 7, Gavin Gilson.
That's Gavin Gilson making the interception.
First and 10 for the Raiders. Ball's on their own 45-yard line.
And the Lebanon Raiders have possession inside of a minute and a half to go. We'll remind you that the Cougars have 2 timeouts where they can try and stop the clock, but you just keep the ball on the ground, you can run some time away, and that about seals it. So it appears right now that the Lebanon Raiders are going to come in here to Kearsarge and come away with their second win of the season, keeping their playoff hopes alive. Still got a battle. Some games coming up here in the next few weeks. They actually have 3 left, whereas the Cougars only have 2 left. Kearsarge has played 5 entering tonight, and Lebanon has played 4. That's why. And that's going to pick up the first down. So next week, Lebanon's going to have a really tough challenge at home. They're facing the undefeated Campbell Cougars on Friday night, just like tonight, but it's going to be a 7 o'clock
First
start
down for the Raiders.
up at Lebanon.
Balls on the Kearsarge.
The following week, they'll have
39
another
yards.
challenging game. They'll be traveling to Interlakes Molten Borough. Noon kickoff that time on a Saturday. And then the following week, it will be November 1st against Epping Newmarket at 7 o'clock at home to wrap up their regular season. For Kearsarge, this is their final home game. Chance to honor their seniors as O'Neill takes the kneel, and that's going to end the game. Kearsarge right now, they're going to be at Newport next week. We'll have that game with you for Saturday too, and then at Epping Newport. So our player of the game, I got to go with Patrick O'Neill, the quarterback from the Raiders. He played well. He helped lead the team. So that's my YCN, my YCN's player of the game for HR Clough, Kearsarge Heating. Thank you for tuning in tonight. It was a really fun experience to get to call this game. I'll be back. I'll be next week. We're going to have Kearsarge at Newport. And check out post-game interviews on my YouTube channel, The Drew Dumont Show. Make sure to check that out and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you to everyone here at YCN who helps make the show run. Appreciate you viewers for watching, and good night, everybody. Drew Dumont signing off.
NCTV programs are underwritten in part by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oil, Propane, and Motor Fuels with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning. Their friendly, highly trained, and certified staff is available to assist you throughout the process. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Beltate's Building Product Specialist. Whether you're a first-time homeowner, making updates, or a seasoned building contractor, Beltate's knowledgeable and friendly team can assist you in finding the perfect products for your project. They have the services and materials to help any size endeavor. Beltate's will bring your ideas to life with their expertise. North Cape Design Build for building a custom home from the ground up, a stunning waterfront property overlooking Lake Sunapee or Pleasant Lake, or the fabulous remodel you've been planning for a decade. North Cape Design Build can help your dreams become a reality. High-end custom craftsmanship, discerning contractors, beautifully executed designs. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer in New London since 1997, and much further back as the Country Press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. Jen and Troy invite you to visit Village Pizza in Newport. They're coming into the 21st century with a new point-of-sale system, digital menu, online ordering, DoorDash delivery, and big screen TVs. It's a community gathering place, whether it's after the game, a performance at the Opera House, or just a date night. Come in for quality food and for the kids, board games, books, and coloring. Village Pizza brings the good old days back into their modernized and fun restaurant. Follow them on Facebook, or better yet, visit them at 7 South Main Street in Newport. LaValle Building Supply, serving homeowners and contractors since 1962. Whether you're an experienced builder or simply a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at LaValle Building Supply. Barton Insurance Agency provides local access to all your business and personal insurance needs, from auto, home, life, to business liability and related needs. Experience the hometown difference of Barton Insurance Agency. Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor for great land fare, seafood sandwiches, and Bubba's award-winning seafood chowder. You won't be disappointed. They're having a lot of fun at Bubba's Bar and Grill. The Intertown Record, your weekly hometown newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine region of New Hampshire. Online and in print, the Intertown Record. Main Street Bookends in Warner, an independent bookstore providing books, toys, games, cards, and gifts. With a gallery showcasing local arts and artists, Main Street Bookends in Warner. Thank all our underwriters for making your local programming possible on NC TV.